Kale was there and the methodology being employed now. That's essentially the crux of the conversation this morning. Whether you think one is telling the real story while the other is telling the half story. Or both are telling the same story essentially. Yeah, it depends on your thought.
Sheriff, something came into my mind and I had a little laugh while we were talking.
Right.
With this new statistic, the president won't have to employ 50 million youth into the Nigerian army.
Yeah,
no more.
There won't be any need for that now.
For, any of the Gary and that's not good. It's not good.
Let me go take some messages here before we head to the telephone. I've got this one here that says, "Good morning, Sheriff and Kofi. I work full-time as a teacher in a private school. My salary is less than 40K. Can I consider myself employed, even though my salary does not take my family 2 weeks?" What a joke. You are.
I mean, Sheriff has gone through everything.
You are employed.
Employed, yeah. Unemployment, as was read out, all the stats he read was you're able to work,
yeah,
and you're looking for work.
We are looking for it.
You are earning 40,000 now. You're not. Are you looking for work?
You are working.
You're working.
You're not looking for. And I get the point from which you're coming from. So you can be classified as underemployed, but you are not unemployed. You are only underemployed, basically. I've got this long message here from Barrister Max. Barrister Max said about these new employment numbers. Truth is, what Tinubu cannot arrange does not exist. The MBS that used to be non-political has become political because Tinubu is now on board. We are not stupid, Sheriff. This is the usual playbook of Tinubu and his friends. Remember the so-called polls that says 65% of Nigerians are in support of this government. Nigerians should get ready to see wonders before their very eyes with this government. They will tell you white is blue and green is black, and their supporters will try to convince you that what you are seeing with your own eyes is wrong. And he says, God help us. Barrister Max, thank you for sharing that. Right?
I can't stop laughing.
But I can't exactly say that because MBS, I still believe they are non-partisan. I still believe 100%.
Yeah.
I think what they've employed is just a new strategy, which is not peculiar to Nigeria. It's a global strategy that they have used.
But the question is why?
Why
now?
Why change it?
Yeah, Sheriff, I'm sorry. I'm still going back there. I'm so sorry. But I will go back to what the president said. President Bola Tinubu, though he clarified it, but these were his words when he said he would advise the federal government to recruit 50 million youth into the Nigerian army in a bid to tackle insecurity. And he said that 50 million, 50 million. So this is what he said. That's looking for. Yeah, he says, "Quote: We are under policed, and we are competing with armed robbers and bandits to recruit from the youth who are unemployed. 33% unemployed." He was asking. The president has been consistent, so he's always known. Chef, he's always known that we have a 33% unemployed. And so he was actually saying we can solve it by two ways. We can use this employment of 50 million into the army, security agencies, to solve two things. Number one, fight insecurity. Number two, solve the problem of unemployment. And he said, recruit 50 million youth into the army. What do they eat? Cassava, corn, yam. Will grow here. I'm quoting it. This look at Channel TV.
Yeah.
I'm quoting it. He said, recruit 50 million youth. Let me start again. He says we are under policed, and we are competing with armed robbers and bandits to recruit from the youth who are unemployed. 33% unemployed. He now said, recruit 50 million youth into the army. What would they eat? Cassava, corn, yam. Will grow here. He says, don't talk about illiteracy. Anybody who can hold a gun, who can handle a gun, who can cock and shoot is technically competent to repair a tractor in the farm. Now, the government may not need to recruit 50 million Nigerian youth anymore.
Because of what the numbers are saying.
Because of what the numbers are saying. We may not need that. We now have to decide what to do with the foodstuff.
I've got some comments on X. Mazi John Bosco says, what are the parameters? Where was the data captured from? Was there a nationwide survey? Yes, there was a nationwide survey, and I mentioned that earlier. Joy Forever says, he said MBS baseline is wrong and don't follow ILO standard, but then it does actually. Well, based on what they have said, their standard is ILO standards, actually, from what they have used. I'm not into statistics, so please pardon me, but that's what the MBS said. That it's ILO methodology that they've used as well. But then Joy Forever said, I've said it earlier, 1 hour can't sustain anyone in the world. How much is the rate? Go out and see the sea of unemployed. Even transportation is in comatose. It is well with Nigeria. That's Joy Forever who dropped that here.
Well.
Let's head back to the telephone lines. 0700 993 993 993. We've got a female only line, which is 01465 71904 for the female callers. Good morning to you. That call has dropped, so we're going to take another one. Nigeria Info, good morning to you.
Hello.
Good morning to you.
Yeah, morning, Sheriff. I'm not a statistician, but I thought that of Mr. Yemi Kale, or the standard he set that time was relatable.
Okay.
This new one, you really cannot make any sense of it. For instance, I work for an hour.
Okay.
And you expect me to have it in, even if somebody is deceiving me, won't I know within myself that I don't have a job? I don't know. I don't understand. You see, I get heartbroken every day when I listen to that South African or that's your voice note that talks about Nigerians not having the best people around.
Okay, we'll see.
Yemi Kale is gone now. Then this new man, the very first day I listened to that man, I knew something was going to be wrong somewhere along the line. I mean, you could feel it. Everything is worse. And somebody is telling us 4%. The idea of the initial 33% was to make the government sit on their toes. Now, at 4%, we'll just go and sleep. We don't have any problem. We're probably as employed as the US or UK. You know, give them that false sense of everything is okay, or you're deceiving us. You know, it's disheartening. It's disheartening. And, you know, I keep saying it. If problems are not called by their proper names, they will elude solutions. It's terrible, Sheriff. We're in a deep mess. We're in a deep mess.
If problems are not called by their proper name, they will elude solution.
Sheriff, very, very interestingly, Nigeria as a country is just at par, almost at par with the United States of America. In fact, I think better because they have more people than us, right? So in July 2023, the United States had an unemployment rate of 3.5%. So in Nigeria, we have 4%. So we're almost as good as the United States in terms of
so
work.
Here is the thing. In the United States, they give us numbers of how many jobs have been created, right? But in this part of the world, I am not, maybe they have been doing that, but I am not privy to it. So I have to be bold enough to say that I haven't seen where government has said, so month or in the last 4 weeks or in the last quartile, this is the amount of jobs that were created by this government in this sector, in this subsector. I don't think we have that. At least it's easier to track the one of the United States on the numbers of jobs created, number of people that are unemployed, and the rest of them. So you could juxtapose what's going on there. But here, I don't know what you want to compare these things with.
As it stands, Sheriff, Nigeria is better off than United Kingdom in terms of unemployment. We're better off. You don't have to jackpot anymore. You're better. Nigeria is better than Slovenia, Cyprus, Bulgaria, Poland, Luxembourg, Slovakia, Romania, Moldova, Germany, Belgium, Croatia, Austria, EU, Portugal, Sweden. We're better off.
We have more employed people than these people.
More people are working. Okpo, right?
Okpo.
I'm learning from you.
Yeah. Let's head back. Let's take this call. Good morning to you.
Hello?
Good morning to you. Oh, no. Please do try and call me back. Okay. Good morning to you. Good morning.
Hello?
Yes, please.
Morning.
Yes, we're with you. Please go on. Oh, sorry. You're going to have to call me, but I'm sorry. Oh, yeah. You took too long. Yeah. Good morning to you. Morning.
Mr. Shea.
Good morning. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Good morning.
Good morning.
Okay. Thank God that you picked my call this morning. I'm very glad to speak concerning this issue. Now, people like us that we are working, we engage ourselves in a job, full-time job, 7 to 7, Monday to Sunday. You can't your pay per hour is not up to 200 naira. How can we survive with this kind of economy? So what the problem that our government need to face is to go after all these companies and check the people working there, how much have they been paid. Some of these companies, the labor union have not even, they are not there. They will just come and collect bribe and left. Doesn't care about the staff, how they are working. As a staff of a company, you cannot earn up to 60,000 naira. Talking about the contract staff, casual dairy payment, and all that. So it's very, very bad, and we are going through serious health in this country. The food store being...
I hear what you're saying, and it's very vital as well. But according to the new one that we have now, in fact, Kofi, I think we made a mistake somewhere in terms of unemployment, because from what I am seeing here, unemployment is not even actually So the figures in front of me is... Oh, sorry. I was actually going to refer to underemployment. Yeah, I was going to refer to underemployment. The gentleman that called now could be categorized as underemployed when you work, but then the kind of pay that you get is not commensurate with what you should get. So it still doesn't mean that he's not employed. He's employed. He's only being underemployed. Let's put it that way.
Yeah. But the question I have is the man who has found something to work to do in the last 7 days. Okay, at least 1 hour. We have to go. Okay, is he looking for something now? Within those 7 days, is he looking for something? Because unemployment says you actually are searching for employment, but you're unable to find. So in those 7 days, is he not without work because he is not looking for?
We'll find answers to that maybe at a later date, but we have to go now, Kofi.
Well, Sheriff, you've turned all of us into economists this morning. Thank you very much.
We have to go. Lagos, bye for now. Good morning.
Hey Lagos, you know what they say about making hay while the sun shines, right? Anyway, I'm here to inform you in case you were not aware that the sun is already setting and there is no hay in sight. Because if you still don't know what I'm talking about by now, then a lot is going on there. A lot is really happening with you. Because I just heard the gist that you have not taken advantage of the bonanza from oneplay.ng. Why now? Why? You need to do better, dear. Because everyone knows that OnePlay has been giving away sweet cash.
And I want to assume that you would run because I want to give the listeners context for the conversation.
In 2019, you were running mate to Atiku Abubakar. What did you learn then that you will not repeat this time?
Yes, when is the president coming out to address us?
There's a few things. One, I have a burden and a passion for young people.
The fact that you have elected a man does not mean then you begin to order him around. The president will do whatever is good for the country at any given time.
Mr. Adeshino, isn't the president responsible to the people?
What should the next president do to root out stakeholders who are complicit?
You fire those. Those that need to be fired are fired. It's looking like a brand new Chelsea, attacking with so much fluidity. And what can you say about that, Martin? I know you follow Chelsea quite closely.
I live close to the Chelsea training ground. That's what you mean by that. I'm not a